We're Stump'd Theatre Company. We are performing Side by Side, written by Dexter Robinson. The actors are Theodora Taylor, Alex Jen. Our directors, Robin Halliday and Dexter Robinson. Right, and then...
Perfect.
And props man, JJ Alexander. We'll also be putting the performance on at the Etcetera Theatre from the 20th of March to the 22nd of March. 7pm, 7pm, 1pm. So, yeah, that's us. Come along, man. It's a good-ass play. Just don't be boring. Come. Please.
Hello, I'm Robin Halliday.
I'm Dexter Robinson.
And we are the directors of Side by Side.
Woo.
Written by this guy.
Yeah, it was a bunch of different things. I kind of, about halfway through writing it, I realised that I was writing a lot of stuff that was off the back of Company, the Stephen Sondheim musical, which I found myself thinking about a lot. But I didn't realise that I was doing that when I first started. I was just writing stuff and hoping for the best. At the time, it was literally just, I'm going to graduate, I don't want to never do a creative thing again once I've left drama school. That was kind of why I went, I'm going to make a project, and then Theo had been talking about, let's start a theatre company, that'll be fun. And so the two crossed.
Hell
Here we are.
The thing that I really am enjoying about this play so far is that kind of idea that we're working in a space that's already been preoccupied, right? The couple is existing in a flat, a house, and like what that means. But we've also got the reminiscence of this kind of third party, this ghost figure, and whether that is past relationships, past friendships. Yeah, so we've kind of got this job where we're working together as directors. It's like a new process, because I think when you've directed stuff and when I've directed stuff in the past, we've both been separate. But it's been quite nice to bounce off of each other. There's things that obviously Dexter is going to bring to the process that I'm not going to bring, and there's stuff that I'm going to bring that you're not going to bring.
But I also find that whenever I don't know how to do something, that's the thing that Robin knows how to do, which is always really ideal. I can kind of hand it off. We're always just like building on each other's ideas. Which is a really nice way to work.
I think we've got quite different backgrounds as well. I'm mostly like, I work a lot with movement, I work a lot with like visual kind of space and seeing how that works. But I think you're more almost like text. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Text, character.
Yeah. So
I think especially on this as well, kind of, this is my first play, so I've never directed my own work before. And so you come at it from a completely different perspective when you're talking about your own writing. I kind of realized how well I should know other plays that I am doing based on how well I know this play because I wrote it. There's no questions that I don't feel like I have some answer to. And you work like that and you go, oh, it would be great if I could feel I knew the play this well every time I directed something.
What's great about being a new company and being a new graduate is that all of our friends are also new graduates. That means all of our friends are kind of making this similar work at a similar level, I guess, which is really nice to kind of build somewhat of a rapport with other people as well and talk to other people who are doing the same thing, which is really nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool fringe work at exactly the same level. Just people who want to be making stuff and to have some control and doing it in their kitchens and yeah, it's nice.
We're in a kitchen right now. It's just nice to see the big drama school grad community in their own little communities and their own little companies and they're making work. So yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Theodora Taylor and I am playing Evie in Side by Side.
Hello, I am Alex Jen and I am playing Blake in Side by Side. I think because we're all graduates from the same program from Rose Bruford, American Theatre Arts, and it's a very sort of text-based course. So we did a decent amount of, I'd say, table work, text analysis, that kind of thing, just to make sure that we had a really sort of solid springboard to start blocking with. It was a good first draft. I think we all really sort of enjoyed what Dexter had put on the table, and it was like minor tweaks or like slight, revisions that everyone could sort of brought to the room. And I think what was so lovely about the early process is that everyone brings something different to the room. So there's no one that's there and is like not contributing or feels like they don't have a place. We all have these different sets of skills that kind of, I feel, complement each other quite well. And so it was just a really nice sort of positive process of revising the script so that it could become the best version of what it is. And I feel like that's what we've gotten to.
Having each other to navigate this like new life effectively, although our training at drama school gave us a lot of preparation for that, we never have had to deal with finding a rehearsal space before, what working on pretty much no budget looks like when that comes to hiring a theatre space, getting the word out, having a social media presence. So all of this is like first time for us, and that includes the actual production side of it, getting in touch with the theatre. And I mean, most of the people who are aware of us are probably our friends, family, people we work with, but I think networking and getting ourselves out there and inviting theatre critics and things like that has been a big learning stage of becoming a new theatre company straight out of drama school. The rehearsal process, I think we made it, we stripped it back to each stage. The first stage was the table reads, which was held in my flat, in my living room. Alex, Dexter and I had several meetings as well as like what we wanted the production to look like before we had Jay and Robin brought on board. So following the table reads and the edits, we focused on blocking, which I think is what we've spent the most time doing, blocking and transitions.
Yeah, definitely.
And then it was just about getting off book and just getting it in the space and making sure that we're running as often as possible.
I've been really sort of pleased with the sort of balance I feel like we found with the process.
I think especially like given everyone has a full-time job, trying to find the rehearsal time for that has been, oh my god, so challenging. But we've managed to make it work. I'm super proud with the work that we've done.
For me, it's a sort of it's like a Brita. It's like a water filter, you know. It's like the understanding that I feel like I've had over the themes and specifically Blake as a character. It's sort of like a slow filter through. I feel like session by session, you get a little bit closer to the sort of the place where I feel like we can all imagine in our heads. But it just needs like nudges here and nudges there. And some characters you just get instantly. This was not one of those. And so it's been like a slow trickling process of just, you know, trying to absorb what it is that Blake is just as a person. Yeah,
and I think it's interesting because I don't know about you, but when I first got the script, I was very much like siding with Evie, and obviously she's my character anyway, but when you have a opinion about something like relationships, and we all, I mean, both Alex and I are in relationships, not with each other. So we already have an idea of what a relationship means to ourselves, and the way Dexter has written these two characters, I think you can't completely agree with one or the other, but over the course of this play, seeing how those sort of opinions can be played is really interesting, and I think that's what I'm most excited for people to see with this production. What two strangers, when they become a couple, can expect from one another.
I'm interested to like see people's reactions to it, because I feel like in terms of being in it, like as an actor you have no choice but to side with your character. Otherwise you're just not going to do it justice, you know, because your character does believe what they say, and they both say some pretty interesting things. But it'd be interesting to see what, you know, someone from a neutral view as an audience member, you know, where they side, what they feel about the sort of opinions expressed in the play.
Lovely. Fuck, I wish I had more apple now. Can I have a bit of apple, please? Where's the apple? You promised me apple. Papa, I've been a good boy.
That was actually me doing back improv practice because I'd already.
Cheers. I don't eat fruit usually. I prefer vegetables.
Or it was, the theatre was quite dark. Yeah.
Me? All done?
You're all slice by slice.
Slice by slice.
Did you eat an apple once on screen?
Yeah.
I was trying.
Out of 10.
Cool.
Yeah.
I would give that like an 8.
Yeah, it's crisp, it's juicy, I think
Just like the show.
I'll take these apples away.
Okay.
Etcetera Theatre, 20th to 22nd of March. Be there. You're gonna love it.